Good day, everybody. Brian here. We are going to go over some of the performers over the last few hours with today's market. Let me just bring that up just to show you. I use Yahoo Finance for this, so you can see it's fairly mixed, very weakening. The Nasdaq is doing well because, well, the big tech like Apple and Microsoft are skewing this market index. So, in terms of others, most stocks are kind of mixed. You'll see what I'm saying here. So these are the ones that I have for my scans from today, low volatile scans and whatnot. So we're going to go through these. The star performer out of the lot is this one, LMAT. You can see here, 2 hour time frame. It's struggling right here. Could be a buy entry, but as you can see, it's done very well. Last week, it did a 5% move. Question is if this will continue. Part of this is that you can see the number of buys and sells. So lots of strength here in the buys and sells. These are institutional recommendations, not retail. So that's a pretty strong sign. So that's LMAT. The other one that's still holding its own, and these are on my watch list, including this one, Xenon. There's a big drop there. That's something new. I'll take that off my watch list, but still it had a really nice run up here, and here we go. So obviously that might not be something, I mean, it could be an opportunity, and there's lots of metrics you can use. So this one not as strong compared to LMAT. You can see there, and now you get starting to see some signals there for selling recommendations. Next one we have, so the best performers are medical, health, biotech, and housing. Okay, so I do have a whole bunch of videos, streams I did last night, so you can watch those. The next one's ACAD. Let's take a look at that one here as well. This is Acadia Pharmaceutical. This is what you want to look for. Is you want to see how these stocks measure up when any negative news comes along. You can see it's done fairly okay, pretty good. It's held its own in terms of negative market news. So that's something that's encouraging to know. And you can see here all the way back to December 1457. So again, nice 50% return so far, $18 to 21% of the last month. Something worthwhile to watch for. We also have, next up is TAMHC. It's a housing builder. And as I said, these are housing builder. And look at the same story to tell you. It's held its own pretty good. This is a 2 hour time frame we're watching. So that's done pretty strong. Really nice steady up. You can see there's very low drawdowns on this stock as well. That's something I like to see. So again, this is Taylor Morrison Corp, Home Corp, T. This one right here, TMHC. That's a good one as well. Next up, we have FBIN. Fortune Brands Innovations. Not sure what field this is in. Once again, this is pretty good, holding its own, very strong indicator. And if you just have this on your watch list, on an automated watch list to do your trades for you, you could probably get some buying signals as this hopefully will move up when the market's improving. If not, you don't want to run into that XENE drawdown. But again, there's a couple. Yeah, the only way you know if it's strong enough is this and other fundamentals. I look at a rune up, a rune down. I look at the recommendations you can see here, all strong for this stock. And, you can also look at a bunch of other fundamentals as well. So that's looking okay. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So we have PHM. This one I've seen before. Pool T Group Incorporated, really nice run up here. Again, very few drawdowns, really good there, $67 all the way from $37. So you're looking at a nice run up. Very few, considering what we've gone through in the markets, this is an excellent stock to watch for and consider. Again, this might signal back some potential buying opportunity when you factor in the markets have been very challenged and really wobbly. This is pretty good. Next one we have here is a previous one I've talked about, MMSI. Merit, again, same story. Look at this, all the way back to October, $50, $84 now. Really strong returns, and it's really accelerated here in March 23rd. So very few real concern. No, very few concerns. I mean, it went into a flat range, but again, pretty strong. Again, as I said, these are all from biotech, health, and we have one housing developer that's looking pretty good, as I mentioned as well. Next one up we have is GLPG, Galapagos. Again, this one's challenged. This is the sort of thing I don't like to see. Nothing I would consider. I like to see steady run-ups, as I've shown in um, the prior streams and what I've already shown. So it's typical that as you go down the list, these become more challenged. SEM is the next one. Select Medical Holding. Again, it's these drawdowns I don't like to see. This probably be more of a buy and hold if that's your shtick. These drawdowns concern me, to be truthful. And last one, CAMT. Excuse me. CAMT, this is the last one. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, please type them up right away. This one's absolutely just range bound. Not much to talk about here. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And that's about it. I'm still working on a couple of new strategies coming. I've got two available for those that like what I do. Message me if you're interested to know what that is. And we'll leave it at that. Any questions or comments, I'll do it going once, going twice, going 3 times. I guess there's no interest. Thanks for watching. Please follow myself. I'm going to try to put together a schedule. How do you get the list? Des2. If you like to follow what I do, just follow me. To answer your questions right here, this is all via my custom programming on using Python. I have a variety of scans that I do, about 3 levels deep, using ETFs and sectors from there, or from the sectors. I've already put up a video on that a few videos ago. That will answer that. Any other questions at all? Des, if you got another one? But these are hard to find, as you know. Okay, question mark. I don't know what that means. But as I said, this is all custom programming to be able to generate this. And like I said, I'll be automating the trades. I've got about 20 strategies I'm looking at, turning them into scripts for TradingView. I've got 2 already. Yes, it is very interesting. Any other questions at all? I'm not sure. I've just been testing what interest people have with all of TradingView, and it looks like stock people like. If you're online, let me know what asset class. I can do Forex, I can do crypto, I can do stocks, I can do ETF. Let me know. And as I said, if you want to follow what I do, that'd be good. Is there any simpler list that I can get? Yes. Des2, just message me. When I do these streams, it's a lot of rules I can't say on the streams. So best thing is just message me, follow me, and I'll or you can go to my website, or just you got my social media links for Twitter, all that on my ideas and profile. So if you want to do that, it's probably the best way to reach me. As I said, I'm very restricted on what I can say on these streams, so I don't want to break that. So if you're interested, just let me know. We can have a conversation if you want. Anyone else got questions, concerns, anything else, Des, I can help you out? I'm into Forex, but these types of stocks seems very interesting. Yeah, I'm going to be, if you look at the top performers as an example, let me pull up one of the other ones that were performing. Let's say if I pull up LMAT, just as an example. No problem, Des2, but I just want to show you the difference between stocks and Forex. So here's one of the better ones. Actually, let me pull up a better one. FBIN. That was a good one. FBIN. Okay, Fortune brand. So you can see here again, $44 to $65. So that's pretty close to a 50% return. So if I do a comparison of one of the better pairs out there, GB pound against the USD, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me just do a comparison here. So we're going to do that FBIN. So we'll just do a comparison over the last few months. So you can see here, it's a little eke out a little better profit. But depending upon how you want to do it, that's since March. But if you look at on a 5 day basis, you can see here you're getting a 3% bump in the last 3 months. So if you bought into FBIN, you get better return. And I could do this every day if you know what stocks to buy based upon the timing. Nothing against the forex market, unless you're using high risk for leverage, which is, I mean, it depends. I mean, watch any of my forex videos to know what I mean. But that's a pretty good return just in the last few months. Or LMAT is another one I could probably show because that did really good as well. Let me just show you that one. Um, LMAT. Oops, no, we want this one. LMAT, 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 LMAT. Let's see here. So you can see here, even that one's outperforming, and the other one that looked pretty good was MMSI. And there you go. So look, just that recent one, the LMAT. If you knew that, you'd be blowing the doors off of the British pound against the U.S. dollar. And the same thing could be said as well for. So you can see here the British pound 0.85%, and look at that, you're one of your better performers there, 22%. And it's about getting return. That's the key. If you're only interested in forex, that's fine, but you're going to get piddly returns. Considering, as I said, the risk of the of the leverage, and a lot of the retail forex brokers, you know the answer there. This one's regulated. This one's safe. This may perform, but if you got captured these trades, you do better. So that's that's a 5 minute chart. So let me just go over a 1 month chart. So you can see here 25 bucks, 142 with a pound, 3 month chart. So you can see here 35% return versus 3 points. So now you're pretty close to 10 times with this particular stock. 5-time return with this one, and let's just do a year to date, probably be better. And again, 44% return versus 5%, so close to a 10-time return with this one particular difference. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to point out here, the difference between stocks and forex. I got nothing against forex, but just over the years, I'm just finding that stocks are, if you get a good stock, you get a good stock. Last year, there was an Irish shipping company. Maybe I could show that. I can't remember the symbol name, but that was called Ardmore. Ardmore Shipping Corporation. So yeah, this one's not doing too good. Yeah, but last year it did very, very well. So if you look at Ardmore, it's just blown away all of these. So if you hung on to that up into the peak, you would have done very well. Yeah, I know, Des. This is gold. But as I said, if you want, message me and we can have further conversation on that. Anyone else interested? Just follow me and I'll demonstrate some more stuff. Forex is high risk. Yeah, it can be, and it's low return. And the only way you get your equivalent return is with leverage. And you know it's high risk. And on top of that, the broker you got to really question as well. But here, as I said, these are all regulated. So I mean, look at ASC, and that's a 1 year. So like LMET, I showed you is the best performer, correct? 52% return over the last year. But if you wanted, 110% return with this ASC, because when I used to write for Seek It Alpha, and that was my number one stock for the year. But it's come down, but it's still at 110%. And then when you factor in even Bitcoin comparison, let's see how that's done. There you go. So Bitcoin is negative compared to these stocks. So that's why I focus on a lot of these stocks now. And again, it's a safe trade. You just got to know how to time it. And you also have, what I like about stocks is especially in the U.S. stocks, you have forward guidance as a metric, forward looking, I should say. Plus, you can use other things like classic technical analysis, forward looking, indicators on top of recommendations from analysts, and there's also a rating as well that you can get on Yahoo. Yeah, it's still doing better than all the others. And if I was to throw in gold on top of that, let's just do that for fun. XAU USD is pretty well one of the more popular ones. So there you go. Where's gold? Yeah, so there you go. 10% is a pretty good return, but why bother when you could have had 10 times that or even 6 times that? It's a no-brainer, right? You just got to know what stocks to buy, and this helps. The forward guidance helps. The technical indicators I use help. On top of this is just one sample of what I use. It's about 4 or 5 layers to get forward guidance, and you can't get that in any other asset class. Because with gold, you're just really relying upon negative news in the economy. Bitcoin's really volatile. Not saying any of those are negative, but when you look at the math and the results, and this is Trading View, it's not like a smoke and mirror show. This is like the real deal. So it's a no-brainer. Any other questions at all from anyone else, including as well as you, Des too? 100%. Thank you. Let me know anyone else have any questions. So these are the top tier sectors in the markets right now for U.S. As I said, biotech, health, and home builders. I've shown you the home builder is TMHC. This one, TMHC, is doing pretty good. Boom, look at that, 56% over the last year. It's about getting returns, folks. Doesn't matter where it comes from. It matters is legit as well, but there's some fantastic stocks out there, and not a lot of people factor in. Thank you so much. Glad I jumped on here. We'll definitely message you. Anyone else that's interested, please message me because, well, guess what? I am restricted on what I can say. And I'll go deeper if you're interested in where to go to learn more. Anything else before I drop off here? Appreciate you all jumping aboard. Anything else? I'll do a going once, going twice, going 3 times. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a good day. And hopefully others will, if interested, watching this, please get in touch. We shall talk to you later. Have a good day.